think I'm doing very well, but we're going to make sure that things work out. The First Lady is doing very well. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will never forget it. Thank you.
So that was the President of the United States, expected to be at Walter Reed for the next few days, making this the biggest presidential health crisis the nation has faced since President Reagan was shot. Joining me now is CNN presidential historian Douglas Brinkley. Doug, good to see you. What a moment we're in.
Good to see you, Ben.
What did you think of the video of the president assuring the nation that he would be okay?
Oh, I think it shows the failure of the president's coronavirus response for the year. It'll be remembered forever, that video, and also getting on Marine One. The fact of the matter is the President of the United States has COVID-19 because he wouldn't wear a mask, he wouldn't social distance, he wouldn't listen to his CDC. I'm glad he was able to get up on his own 2 feet and get on the helicopter and make it to Walter Reed, but it was a tragic moment in our nation's history because he's now become a symbol, really, for what we're all suffering, the failure of our federal government's response to COVID this year.
Can you compare this, please, Douglas, to other crises the nation has faced, like the shooting of President Reagan, just as an example?
Well, you know what? When always, Don, presidents have been worried about showing bad health. I mean, back in 1893, Grover Cleveland actually had a cancerous tumor in the roof of his mouth. He didn't want anybody to know, so they snuck him onto a yacht and did the operation on the roof of his mouth in a yacht. When Woodrow Wilson had a stroke where they covered it up. FDR covered up a lot of health things, but when Reagan was shot, we all saw it. In fact, Reagan famously said, "I forgot to duck," went to George Washington Hospital, made a joke about whether the doctors were Republicans or not. But we all prayed for Ronald Reagan, and he pulled through that. But it started getting Americans worried more than ever, starting in the 80s, about having to know the health of a president. So we did know when Ronald Reagan had colon cancer and when he had skin cancer. Really, since the 80s, we've been very vigilant on medical records. Tell us what's going on. We demand to know. There's no more Grover Cleveland, Woodrow Wilson era cover-ups allowed. It's the 25th Amendment kicks in, but also we as a public are demanding more. And I think Walter Reed tomorrow morning has to speak about what's going on. Mike Pence has to speak. Maybe Melania Trump, we're not hearing much about her, is holding up anybody from talking about it. I think we have to wonder what she's going through right now. Our nation's prayers have to go for Donald Trump, but we also need answers because a lot is at stake.
After testing negative earlier today, Joe Biden spoke in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He wished the President and the First Lady well. Here it is.
I would like to start by acknowledging, which I'm sure all of you do as well, sending my prayers for the health and safety of the First Lady and President of the United States after they tested positive for COVID-19. My wife Jill and I pray that they'll make a quick and full recovery. This is not a matter of politics. It's a bracing reminder to all of us that we have to take this virus seriously. It's not going away automatically.
It is the kind of tone that we have come to expect when the nation is feeling challenged and uncertain. Douglas.
Absolutely, Don. You know, what a class act Joe Biden was today, refusing to politicize what had happened. Just think back in 2016, Don, when Hillary Clinton, the Democratic nominee, stumbled after a fundraiser in New York and felt faint and went into the back of a limo. Donald Trump would mock that she was feeling faint and sick, that she was a weak character, just ridicule her 1 or 2 days of illness to nobody's end. And here you see Joe Biden showing you what a real man does, what a real human being does. And that's just say mocking Donald Trump right now is unfair, and we're all going to pull with him together, but we do also have to be reminded that we've got to wear masks and social distance. We are in the thick of this pandemic.
We don't have to go back to 2016. We can look to even now where he makes fun of the former vice president, saying that he has lost a step, and many in the right-wing media saying, that he is is suffering from some sort of cognitive, decline, still making fun. But yet, wonder how they would feel about people making fun of this president right now. Guess what? I haven't seen any official politician do it. I've heard everyone say, we wish the First Lady and the President well, as they should be saying. Now, what happens in social media? Whole different story. Thank you, Douglas. I appreciate it.